Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. It's Bottoms Up, Mash Bill 2.
Today we're lucky to have 4 bottles from Buffalo Trace's famed Mash Bill number 2, their High Rye Mash Bill. We have 4 bottles from Mash Bill 2, and we're going to introduce them. If you're wondering where the other ones are,
We don't have them.
they're hard to find. This is a sought-after mash bill, but hopefully at the end of this video, you'll know if you do see one of these, if it's worth pursuing. Maybe they all are. We don't know. We're going to find out. First up is the reason that we're doing this video, because I found the one and only bottle I've ever seen of Ancient Age 10-Star, one of the best or worst names in the business, really, depending on how you're looking at things. Found it on the bottom shelf. Never seen one before or since. Got it for $20.
Gotta love that bottom shelf.
Love the bargains. 2 of these bottles are 90 proof, Ancient Age and Elmer T. Lee. Got that bottle for $38 here locally. We've seen 2 of those.
Yes.
Bought 1. Next up is the bottle that we hear people ask for the most when we're wandering around in liquor stores, which we sometimes tend to do.
Sometimes.
It is the 93 proof Blanton's single barrel, and we found a couple of these out there. This one we got for $60 locally. We've seen them as low as $50. We've seen them as high as... we don't
Whatever
want to talk
you'll pay
about
for
it.
it.
Yeah. Lastly, it is the big proof monster, 100 proof Hill Farms. Got this one for $55. It's the one and only time we've ever seen that bottle.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering, oh, is Oregon just a land of Buffalo Trace Mash Bill 2? Not even close. We've got very lucky with the bottles that we've got here. We finally got 4 of them at comparable proofs. We felt like it was time to do a tasting, and Bottoms Up, the series where we take the bottom shelfer, mid shelfers, and top shelfers, put them against each other, and see maybe there's a value at the bottom of that shelf. Let's have a look.
It's a load-proof beauty kind of day.
It is exactly that kind of day. We're going to nose the glasses, taste them from right to left to right, A/B test, and then we'll let you know what order we prefer them in.
I poured them, Phil mixed them around. Let's get started.
Blind flight. Keep your eye on the bottom of the screen to see which glass we are nosing and sipping. Let's get onto the noses right now.
Oh, smells like bourbon.
I agree. Oaky.
Yeah, oaky and sweetness.
White sugar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Glass 2. Definitely different. Fruitier.
Fruitier. It's got a little bit of a strawberry note on this one.
Yeah, almost berries and sugar. I'm not finding dark brown sugar or anything. This is white sugar. That's inviting. Glass 3.
Ooh. Smells richer.
This is totally different.
Thick caramel.
Yeah. Dark berry. Blackberry?
Yum.
Like a blackberry?
Yum. I like the smell of that one.
Like a super ripe blackberry. They don't always have an intense nose,
Right.
but that's a semi-intense nose. Quasi-intensity.
Quasi. Nice.
Glass number 4.
Ooh, very sweet.
Yeah.
Almost a little bit of a cinnamon note on it as well.
Caramel coming through again, though.
Quite different.
Yeah, I'm surprised how different. This is exciting. You ready to get on to the tasting?
Yes.
Glass number 1. Here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It took a second.
Ooh, that's just a beauty.
The mid-palate flavors were really nice.
I like the spice and the brown. Here comes the brown sugar. Now I'm getting brown sugar here. That's a...
I'm just sitting here like this,
This,
thinking about that one.
there's a lot of sweetness, but it is spicier than I expected, which is tempering that sweetness. Getting a really nice balanced sip that coats well. Lingering finish. Fruit, oak, sugar, spice.
And everything nice.
Wow. Well, if they're all this good, I can see why Mash Bill 2 is pretty well sought after. That's good whiskey.
I do not think we're going to have a bad sip today. Glass 2.
Here we go.
So this was the one that had a little bit strawberry on the note. It's spicier on the palate than I was expecting. The oak came through. There was a nice richness on there. I think it just threw me for a second because I thought it was going to be super fruit forward.
Yeah.
And it just is nicely balanced on that.
The fruit is the prevailing flavor, though. That strawberry sticks around. The sweetness sticks around. More white sugar here than brown sugar. The first glass had more brown sugar. This is... wow, that's an easy sipper.
Yeah, these are delicious. These are delicious.
That's pretty good whiskey.
This almost has a little bit of a watermelon taste to me.
Yeah, there's some artificial sweetness here.
I said strawberry on the nose, but the palate, there's just something that just is a little bit watermelony to me. Yum.
Yeah, pretty good.
On to glass 3.
Ready.
The caramel richness on the nose comes through on the palate.
Yeah.
It was almost, it tasted thick.
Yeah, and it's still there.
Yeah, and
It's hanging around that caramel, creamy, almost like a syrupy caramel you'd put on your ice cream. I like caramel on my ice cream.
Yeah, you do. So this is the first one that drinks a little bit deeper, a little bit richer flavors, and the finish is really nice. The first two glasses didn't have a very long finish. This one, it's still kind of hanging around on my palate.
Glass 1 had a nice extended finish too, but it was spicier. This is just a ton of sweetness.
Yeah.
It's between those two, and this is only our first way through. I see glass 1 as being a little more balanced, but if you are having a day where you just want a sweet whiskey, glass number 3 would definitely, that works.
And they taste quite a bit different from each other. I mean, there's definite similarities here, but this is going to be a palate choice today because that was really delicious. I loved the richness, but at the same time, I'm like, is it too one note? Or did the other ones actually offer more in the overall flavor profile?
I'm going to keep seeing if there's more notes.
Oh, good. It's delicious. It almost has a little bit of a marshmallow taste to it.
I think you're right. Yeah, because I've been thinking, boy, it's almost got a toasty quality to it.
It tastes a bit fluffy. We said creamy as well, but same thing.
Yeah, marshmallow I think is a good tasting note on this one. It's tough. They're so cohesive. There's nothing like sticking out on any of these.
Right.
So you're not just getting that one individual flavor times 10. You're getting just sort of a singular experience.
Right.
It makes it pretty tough to quantify these. Like you said, it's a palate preference. We just have to see what we like today.
Yeah.
I'm going for glass 4, reaching for it. This one smells like artificial grapes now, like grape gum. Taking me back to my childhood.
I love grape gum. Ooh, this is kind of a combo of all of them. Got a hint of spice, a lot of that caramel sweetness. It's rich and creamy. It's not as decadent as glass 3. And I say that as decadent as it was like an overwhelming rich sweetness that is kind of tempered here.
Yeah.
But that still comes through.
There's a tobacco and spice note here that's a little bit different. That's, wow. They really do have some differences here.
Yeah. I kind of thought I didn't think they would taste the same, but I thought they would taste a bit more similar than they do, but they all taste different.
My understanding is that they're other than the ancient age, which used to be 10 years and now is 3 years, I think.
Which kind of is funny since it's ancient.
Yeah. It used to be 10 year, now it's 10 star, so don't get that confused. But the rest of them, I believe, are in the neighborhood of 6 to 8 years of age. So interesting lineup here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glass 4 definitely sort of standing out a little bit as, that spice, the tobacco, the balance there. Glasses 1 and 4 seem to have a spicier quality to them, a little more balance. Glasses 2 and 3, a lot of sweetness. It's going to be really interesting to go back the other way.
Agreed.
All right, so we're going to go back the other way. The only time that I can recall that we had a head-to-head with any of these bottles was Blanton's versus Elmer T. Lee.
Yeah.
Long time ago. And the Blantons excelled because the mouthfeel was considerably better.
Yes, I remember.
In this matchup, really difficult to gauge. I'm getting good things from all of them. This is anybody's game.
Yeah, agreed.
That's a tasty whiskey. That's satisfying.
Man, I got a little bit of that watermelon note that I got on glass 2 on glass 4 now.
Yeah.
There's definite similarities. There's definitely threads that come across each of these.
Yeah.
To know that they're kind of built on the same building blocks.
Light brown sugar and artificial candy sweetness.
Yeah.
Interesting. Glass 4, an interesting whiskey.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep on trucking.
Oh, okay.
There's a hint of tobacco on glass number 3 as well.
And a little bitterness. It's not as sweet.
You might think that glass number 3 is the best of the bunch because it just drinks a little bit thicker, it's richer, but I actually don't think that the flavors in there help the situation here because the other ones you can kind of take out different flavors and this is still just kind of one note.
Yeah, it's super cohesive because it's a little more simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to get fooled by the richness on this one.
Fooled by the richness.
Is that a good t-shirt?
There's a little bit of a grassy note on glass 2. And definitely that that artificial watermelon. You nailed that flavor note.
Yeah, there's a bit of astringency on this one. Not a lot, but there's just a little bit, just a tinge of astringency.
Yeah. And I like the way that this one coats. It doesn't hang around too long, but it's a little bit oily on the palate.
Yeah.
And it helps it to linger a little bit because the flavors don't linger forever, but that little bit of oily sort of denseness, I guess, helps it to stay on your palate for just a little bit longer.
Yep.
That makes it a little more satisfying because I don't think that's because that one doesn't hit me as being totally satisfying right off the bat.
Right.
But the way that it just gets that little secondary linger of flavor, it's nice.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's easier when the glasses are so completely different because then you can just kind of like narrow in on what flavor profile you like. Because these are so similar in like the tasting notes, it's gonna be tricky. This one's interesting because it picked up some of the richness that I was getting in glass 3, but it also picked up a hint of astringency on this one as well. So the flavors are like really great, really rich. I like the caramel notes, the sugary notes, but then there was just that hint of bitterness that I got.
I like the balance of that because I think this one would be overwhelmingly sweet if there wasn't something tempering it.
Yeah.
I'm still, even though we went both directions now, right off the bat I said I thought that one was lingering well and that it was flavorful and balanced. I'm still finding that. Glass number 1, I'm enjoying it very much. I took a very tiny sip that time. Still got a ton of flavor and a really nice lasting finish. I'm going to take a bigger sip now.
Great. I didn't pour a ton. Sorry. I didn't pour a ton in these glasses just because I didn't feel like we needed it.
Well, we got to go out tonight too.
Yeah.
We're not driving. We're walking.
Life must go on.
It does.
We're going to rock these glasses and then go to our friend's concert.
Yeah, we're going to go see Jim play the ukulele. Go Jim.
Go Jim.
It's time for A/B testing, and this is going to be interesting because I actually think that I've got an order already.
I do not have an order. All right. I'm not ready yet. Sorry. I said all right like I was ready to go, but I feel like I did a really great A/B testing there, and now I'm going to start narrowing down to my order.
I did a really good A/B testing. Now I'm going to do a less good one.
Well, I did an A/B, and now I got to like B's and A's.
We'll be back with our lineup in just a second. I just reordered mine.
He's over here going like, got my order. And then again, got my order. Nope, reordered. My order, reordered. So I really struggled with my second and third places here.
I couldn't tell. It's only been about 20 minutes.
I know. I'm really sorry. I obviously drank both of my first 2 glasses down. I had my winner kind of right away. And then, you know.
Yeah. The winner and the loser stood out to me as being winners and losers. Should we go straight to 4th place? Let's push them forward.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Glass number 3. Yeah.
To me, I didn't really know what to do with this one. I appreciated the richness that it presented, but it was a little bit one note. It got a little bit cloying. The sweetness was a little bit cloying at the end. And for that, I kind of appreciated it for what it was, but it just kind of fell short of the other flavors.
Yeah, it was the oddball in the tasting for me.
Yeah.
The other 3 were very similar, and while it was nice to have something that was a little bit different palate-wise, it also didn't live up to the experience of the other 3. Easy decision that was 4th place for me.
Yeah.
Let's find out what this one was. It's glass letter D. D as in...
Oh, yeah.
Don't want that one in the top 3.
I hate to say this, but it's ancient age.
Okay, so our $20 bottle. Yeah, it's a bummer that it is as young as it is now because I bet at 10 years age that was quite the bottle. Well,
and to be fair, it's only $20, and you could do a lot worse with $20 than drinking that.
I completely agree. Yeah, it definitely didn't match the others in terms of excitement, satisfaction, or quality, I suppose.
Yeah.
But that one it's pretty good.
Yeah.
If that was the only Mash Bill 2 bottle that I could find, I wouldn't be super sore about it.
Right.
Let's move on to our 3rd place glass. Push them forward on 1, 2, 3.
Oh no, we're doing pretty good here.
Yeah, this one, glass 2 and 4 for me were virtually interchangeable. I thought that glass 4 had a little better balance in this situation. Glass 2, the sweetness just got a little boring for me.
Okay. and you're waiting for me to say something. And to be perfectly honest, I struggled so hard with my first 2 glasses that I don't remember what put it in third place. I think it was basically I liked my other glass better.
This is a high-quality bourbon van tasting you're getting right here. I hope you're enjoying yourselves.
Should I look at my notes?
Let's just look at what this glass was. This is letter A as in. Oh man, Julie, that was a great tasting.
So for crap. So third place for both of us, Elmer T. Lee.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Let's push our first place forward.
First place.
First place.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. What? Okay, we split. Finally.
Yeah, we did.
All right. What was it about glass number 4 that rode your boat?
Oh, is that sounds like a Juliism.
When it popped in my head, I was like, I don't think this is right, but I think she's gonna like it.
I don't. Did you say road or
Yeah.
row?
What's the difference?
I think you said road, like I'm driving down a road.
No,
With a
road like
boat.
ROWED.
Oh, I thought you said rode your boat.
What did you like about glass 4? Oh my god, this video.
I liked the drinkability of it. I know that's a phrase that we don't like to say around here, but I liked that there was a nice spice note. The finish was nice. I got caramel, I got sweetness, I got fruit. I got all the things.
Yeah.
I got 0 amount of bitterness on that, where the other 3 glasses kind of showed up a little bit here and there. I thought it was delicious.
Yeah, this first and second was really
But first
really
and second
tricky.
was super hard for me. Yeah.
There's tobacco on both of these. There's
Yeah.
spice on both of them. The flavors are tempered and balanced, and there's a lot to like. I just thought that glass 1 had a little bit more spice.
Oh,
which
it did,
was,
for sure.
That was appealing to me today.
Yeah.
And again, for the sake of sweetness in the future, depending on a different day, that might be which way I go.
Yeah.
First place for you is glass letter B, as
B.
in, boy, oh boy, you liked that one a lot. What did you get there?
And glass number B, I hate to say it, Blanton's 93 proof.
Which means that I'm the Rock Hill Farms with glass letter C, as in,
sure are.
Cool. All right. Well, there you have it. The highest proof, the most well-aged likely were the winners here. Not a huge surprise.
Not a huge surprise. When we were pouring these, I thought those 2 would be the real contenders in this one, and they were.
They were the obvious class of the field as we worked through them. I do want to say they're all good whiskeys. They're all unique enough in their own right. Even though we said, like, wow, a lot of similarities here. As we went on in the tasting, they all kind of went their own different ways. They have a uniqueness, each one of them.
Yeah, and I got a little bit of that tobacco note on a couple of these glasses, probably glass 1 and 4, and it made me want more.
All right, well, there you go. This what started off as Julie and I saying, hey, we should do a tasting of Ancient Age, turned into a 4-bottle bottoms-up Buffalo Trace Mash Bill 2 flight, which was a lot of fun, very interesting on our side. I don't know if anybody else will find it interesting, but
we don't do a lot of Buffalo Trace stuff, and I'm glad we did today because it's delicious.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I enjoyed myself. And let us know if you've tried these 4 whiskeys. What is your favorite? And we hope that you were able to taste along with us, those of you that are lucky enough to have these 4 bottles, and from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Now stay tuned for our cat cleaning herself.
Oh, no.